My name is Blake Whyte. I'm an assistant professor of musical theater here at Rochester Christian University. And the question is, what was Broadway like? Wow, that's a really tough question because Broadway is kind of everything. My experience on Broadway was really exciting. I had been touring with the show Wicked, whoop, right there, for almost 2.5 years. So I've been traveling the country for 2.5 years, 40 different cities. And I was back in New York, and I was really looking for a job, actually. I'd been on tour, and in this freelance lifestyle as an actor, you're always looking for the next gig, and I got the call that I'd be doing Wicked on Broadway. And actually, right before that, I went and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa with my dad and my sister. So I was actually in Africa when I found out. My agent called me and said, "You're gonna be on Broadway in Wicked," and I was just like elated. I mean, for me, it was like all the years in the practice room, all the discipline, all the scales, all the acting work, all the dance work really came to fruition. And I was in my late 20s, so I've been looking for that for a long time. So I just remember sliding on my knees in Wicked in the opening night, singing the song Good News, singing Good News. I had knee pads on, doing the slide up front, and I just remember having this real feeling of pride for setting a goal and achieving it. And everybody has different ideas of what success is. Success isn't necessarily Broadway in theater or musical theater, but for me that was my goal, and to achieve it was really awesome. Oh, impossible to answer. I can't answer one favorite show, but Mamma Mia compared to Wicked was like quite literally like, if you think of the story of Mamma Mia, it's on a Greek island, a remote Greek island. It was like that. It was so fun. Not that Wicked wasn't, but I think shows tend to take on the tone of the story backstage sometimes. So Wicked, there's a lot of magic, there's mystery, there's a relationship, there's the wizard who's kind of a fascist, and you feel that kind of drama, not necessarily backstage, but it's just more serious, just the nature of the story, and you also feel it from the producers too. So impossible to name a favorite one, but Mamma Mia, I met my wife doing Mamma Mia. It was very laid back. The producer, Judy Kramer, is from Britain, and it was a party every night. It was really fun. Wicked was very intense. So different, not necessarily one that I liked more. Also did a show called Floyd Collins, which is actually on Broadway right now. They just revived it, which I also love. I got to play Floyd Collins. That was actually in college, so that was one of my favorite shows too. Yeah. RCU chose me. I didn't actually choose RCU. Came here as a visiting professor last year at Oakland, and Rob Arbaugh, who's the chair of theater, artistic director here in music and theater at RCU, saw me in a show and also knew a lot of colleagues of mine, and just started approaching me in the summer about possibly collaborating, and it snowballed into coming here. So I was chosen by RCU, and it's been a really awesome experience. The students here are very hungry. They always want more. I have a music ensemble right now, which is really thriving, really great group, and it's been really great. Yeah, I'd say the students. I think the students are really inspiring. I'm in my second semester, and it just takes time to get to know students. It takes time to get to know people. It takes time to build trust. And so it's been really special just getting to know them more this semester, and like more trust is built, and more just learning more about them. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for the students, so the students. We open on the 21st February, so it's February 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It's called Broadway and Beyond. It's also a songwriter as well as an actor, and so it's a lot of songs I've written, kind of compiled into different sections. So I have like a pump-up party section where I talk about my life as a songwriter, and I have a nature section where I talk about how much I love nature and songs that I've written, and I have a section about a baby musical I've written because I'm a parent of 2 kids, so I'm working on a show about what it's like when you're in a relationship and then you get kids or you become a caregiver, how that changes your relationship, and my wife and I have written some songs. So different sections, that's kind of a small blurb, but really amazing band I have. I have a violinist coming, bass player, drummer, guitar player named Paul Wyatt, who's an old friend of mine, so really excited about the show.